Hello everyone, it's Info. I just saw many saying to both on music and text-to-speech. So anyway, here's Vault 1. Though I do have to warn you. You may know this person and might be close, and I'm sorry for what this might ruin. But it's best you know the truth. What he's done isn't going to justify it, but we can try. I am not on anyone's side, and honestly have trouble with the thought. But as you may have guessed, we're talking about him. Well, if you don't know who this person is, they're a Sonic maker that has hosted comics that were mostly cancelled. Why were they cancelled? Because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. What I mean by that is he would start arguments all the time. He would claim that he did nothing, but that's not true. It's actually quite common for him to fight with people from the information I got. He seems to always start them. He has fights with close friends which ended the first. Bombi and friends and did end up losing a voice actor for sexual harassment. But this person he sexually harassed isn't unknown, and happens to be quite popular with books, animations, even a fandom. And who is this person? Crying.cup, of course, but is more well known as Infi or EV150. They are a young animator, meaning they are a minor. They met around 3 years ago in the YouTube comments. And ever since then they've been friends up until a few months ago, which is when he sexually harassed them. This is when the Infi and Bombi incident occurred. This incident was very popular among everything's Bombi's done. But apparently this isn't even when things started. Apparently it was way back and people noticed it before Eevee did. A user who was a huge fan of Eevee at the time noticed and started the attack, knowing what was going on, making many videos about it. This user is known to have anger issues and possible trust as well. This user is known as Biscuits Eve, and she made videos, a whole playlist of the situation. Being called a fake friend by Bombi but a hero by many who weren't as naive. But Biscuit did also figure something out, and that was that Bombi was lying about his cousin having an account. This account was known as the Majin channel, where Bombi tended to show his true colors. What I mean by that is sense of transphobia, being a fake friend, going against his friends' boundaries, and even manipulating his friends. Though this isn't the first time he's done this. He's also used people in many ways, using them to forcibly vent and not listen to them when they needed it, also not being there for them. He also asked for nudes, had his friends join him in sexual harassment, and even used his friends as a gain up on Eevee during a confession which Eevee caught. When Eevee caught his manipulative tactic, they came out to Bombi as Eros and also told him that he just publicly humiliated himself. As defense, of course. When Eevee came out as Eros, Bombi mocked them, and even said he could change them. He did the same thing when they came out as gender fluid and gender void, using only she/her pronouns, giving the hint he couldn't see them as nothing more than a girl. Then after that, he started sexually harassing them more with his friends. Eevee said multiple times they weren't comfortable, and even had to cuss him out, which he mocked them for. At that point, Bombi then asked for nudes, and Eevee left the voice acting group chat and distanced themselves. Of course it wasn't over. People who both Eevee and Bombi are friends with, and continue to be either way from what they did, started to encourage Bombi's behavior, shipping the two otherwise from Eevee's discomfort and zero traction. And when Eevee told them they weren't comfortable, they didn't listen to them. They continued to mock Eevee's sexuality, saying Eevee should be in a relationship with their harasser, not paying attention to anything they were saying. That eventually led them to disappear from servers, with Bombi and them being at a state of max discomfort and no one to help. Of course this led to many problems, making Eevee more vulnerable. Tai eventually led to them coming out to Biscuits fully. So Biscuits getting that information, posted about it, letting the world know what he did. But even with that, Bombi continued to make content, of course, not caring about what he did, not even giving an apology for all the lies, letting an already tortured person break down again. But this isn't the first time something like this has happened to this creator. But they want to be more careful, which is something we can all agree on.